Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs of all ages, it's your boy the monolad, the kid with the all-inspiring monobrow. I haven't said that in a while. Today, I'm bringing a tier list. I haven't done one of these before, but I thought, let's do it, you know? I might do quite a few of these. I've seen a few that I want to do, like the UK coasters. I want to make my own one to do with airsoft YouTubers. I thought that would be pretty good. There's not actually one on there, so I'm going to create a new template after this video. But today, I'm going to be going through my complete rankings of all of the Call of Duties. This is only going to be from COD 4 up until Black Ops 4. Now most of you would know, I've been playing Call of Duty for looking for like 13 years or so. Played it competitively for about 5 or 6 years. Got pretty good knowledge of Call of Duty, if you say so. So let's get into it. So first up, we've got Call of Duty Ghosts. So, this one, a lot of people are going to hate me for it, because a lot of people don't seem to like this game. Call of Duty Ghosts, I think, is the last good Call of Duty before it started falling off. Granted, Advanced Warfare, that was a decent game as well, but it's lacking in the fact that it's got jetpacks. That's when it started to go downhill. Call of Duty Ghosts was underrated as fuck. Yeah, it's like a very dark and dingy COD, but it's got great elements to it. The weapons are just super clean. Obviously, this game I only played competitively, and as a competitive game, it is incredible. Absolutely incredible. You got maps like Octane, Warhawk, loads of really good maps. You got Strike Zone as well. Probably one of my favourite maps in the whole of the Call of Duty series. It's a great game, so I'm putting this, I'm thinking S or A tier. I'm going to start with S, and then once we put them all on the board, we'll jumble them about, see where I think they're going to be. Call of Duty World War II. Didn't play much of this game, but when I did play it, it was crap. I'm just going to put it out there. I think a fair few people agree with me. I know the Call of Duty snipers of the community will disagree. But I'm putting it straight in C tier. I don't like it at all. The only reason why it's not put in trash tier is purely because it's based on World War II. And I love my history. I love World War I, World War II, all of the good stuff. COD 4. Obviously, this is a game where a lot of big people in the community started. This is the game where Call of Duty proper launched itself off into the world. It was obviously my first Call of Duty as well. It's a strong game. Purely for nostalgia, I've got to put it in A tier. But I don't like it that much. As a game, in gameplay terms, it's not great. Purely because of the nostalgia and the memories that it's created, I'm placing it as high as A. I know a lot of people, they're going to put it straight in SS tier because it was the main COD, like the first COD that launched Call of Duty as it is now. But no, I'm going with a solid A tier. I would say it's higher up in the A tier than it is lower in the A tier. Infinite Warfare. Do I really need to say much more? It's a shit game. There's nothing memorable about Infinite Warfare. Like, I can't name a single map right now of Infinite Warfare. I can't think of any of the guns in Infinite Warfare. Granted, I only played it for like 4 or 5 months, because it did just get that dry. There's just nothing to work towards. It's just stale. There's nothing memorable about it. So, Infinite Warfare, trash tier. I know a lot of people will agree with me on that. Black Ops 3. So, this one, again, I didn't really like it as much as other CODs, but I've seen a lot of people say Black Ops 3 is like their best COD, like the greatest COD. I personally didn't have much of an experience with it. I guess at the time I was kind of half doing competitive, half doing sniping, so I didn't really have a good sort of judgment of it. The camos were amazing, the guns did feel smooth. I did like the fact that they brought out so many cool, like, unique guns. The map's design was pretty good as well, but obviously it's Treyarch. Treyarch do amazing with their maps. But I'm not going to rate it as highly as S or SS. I think A tier is good enough for me. Yeah, I just didn't really have any good memories on it at all. Modern Warfare 2. Oh, I love you. SS easy. Anyone who's ever played MW2, they'll put it right at the top. It's amazing. The campaign, the Spec Ops, multiplayer, all of it was just golden. All the weapons just feel so clean and crisp. So many memories, like the missions as well, like no Russian. Just everything about it is incredible. Like Spec Ops for me was the one that really helped me like MW2. I'm annoyed that they haven't properly brought it back. I know they tried it with Modern Warfare, but it's really not the same. I've seen MW3 also did it, but they also had Survival as well. Wasn't executed as well as MW2. Like the MW2 missions in Spec Ops are just like the one on Estate where you got the little like tarp and you pick up all your weapons that you want. Oh, and the Gulag one as well. I think that's MW2 where they had the Gulag and you breach into the Gulag with like Spaz 12s or whatever. Oh, please remaster it for multiplayer. It's so good. World at War, another one that might be quite controversial. I love World at War. SS tier, easy. Campaign has some of the greatest storylines in the whole of Call of Duty. The fact that you can do 4-player co-op, which no other COD does, is incredible. The death cards as well that they apply to them, like you can have paintball rounds, you can have like rocks only or some shit like that. Zombies, birthplace of zombies, how can you go wrong with that? All 4 of the maps, Nacht der Untoten, Verrocht, Shinanuma and Deris, they're so good. I can't criticise World at War at all. If they remastered World at War, that would be golden. Like, absolutely golden. I did like the multiplayer. So, World at War, I actually first started playing on the Nintendo Wii. I loved it on the Nintendo Wii, don't get me wrong. But that was where I mostly played it with multiplayer. And with the Nintendo Wii, sometimes the remote can spaz about and just go anywhere. So, playing multiplayer with that wasn't great, so my multiplayer experience with World at War isn't exactly great. It's a very good game. That's all I can say. It's very good. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I love this game, you know? It's a solid game. I'm going to put it strongly in S tier. This one I've probably got, apart from BO2, I've probably got the most memories on. Especially on zombies. It reminds me of the good old school days when I had friends. Fucking hell. It was probably the weirdest feeling COD, gameplay wise, when you're moving around and shooting. Like say sniping was so much different on Black Ops 1, and obviously that's what I mainly did on that, is sniping. The gold camo on Black Ops 1 is the best gold camo, because it's shiny. Zombies as well was very well done. I like that they brought back the World at War zombies as well. Kino the Toten, you just can't go wrong with that. Probably one of the best, if not the best map in zombies history. There's just a lot about it that I love. There's not much more I can say really. Black Ops 1 was a Donny. Not quite SS tier though, but still a true Donny. Black Ops 4. Okay, I honestly like Black Ops 4. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I'm putting it in S tier purely because, I mean, I only really played Blackout. I didn't play much multiplayer. I didn't play zombies at all. But I did play a full year of Blackout, and that is still one of the only few games that I can constantly go back to, and I love it. Like, it's so crisp and clean, and so very well balanced and very well thought out, as opposed to this new Warzone shit. I hate Warzone, by the way. Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare is just complete shite. Yeah, Blackout was just perfect. I played it very competitively, had amazing memories with all kinds of people. Alcatraz, insane. That's how you do fast-paced battle royale. My kill record on that was 32. Pretty happy about that. I must say that's probably my best Call of Duty. Is playing Blackout, apart from Black Ops 2, but we'll get to that. I'm gonna skip ahead here and just put Advanced Warfare in straight into A tier. It's not bad. Granted, I had some good memories on it. It's just not that memorable. Like, I couldn't name a map. But I did kind of like the jetpack mechanics. It was done reasonably well, but because it was so different to what we were used to, it just didn't sit well at all. It is nice to just have boots on the ground. But the Moors Sniper, I was hugely into sniping at that time. The Moors Sniper is just, Oh, it's wonderful. It's just so wonderful. But yeah, there's nothing to hype it up, and there's not really much to sort of put it down apart from the jetpacks. So it's a very evenly balanced, solid game. MW3, I don't like MW3. Never have, never will. The gameplay just feels clunky. I just weren't drawn to MW3 at all. There was no attraction. There's just nothing that pulls my eye to it at all. A lot of the maps I can still remember. MW3 was one of my more played games, but I just couldn't find myself on it at all. Infected was nice how they introduced that, but that's about the only thing that I remember from MW3. Got no memories at all really. And then we get on to the last, the legendary BO2, straight to SS tier. You know what? Straight to the top. BO2, I've got, let me think this through, I want to say about 125 days game time on this game. It's a godly game. Everything about it is so clean. Campaign, amazing. Multiplayer, especially competitive, this is where it really took off. This was the first game that had a really solid competitive scene, especially League play. If they bring back League play exactly how it was, I'm straight back to COD. I'm not playing any other game. The sniping, like DSR, Ballista, is so clean. Every single map was the 3-lane map. Even big maps like Turbine and Aftermath, there was still a rough sort of 3-lane layout to it. They're just so fun to play. Zombies as well. Zombies wasn't quite as good as, say, World at War, even Black Ops 1, but it was still strong enough that it was simple. That's what I like about the old Zombies maps. They keep it simple, there's not all of these massively fancy Easter eggs, or just a huge map where you just get lost instantly. I like the simpleness of maps. Yeah, Black Ops 2, easily up top. Everyone. So that's my tier list for Call of Duty. I will have more coming up, as I said, of doing all of the airsoft YouTubers, ranking them. I'll be ranking all the UK coasters, even like world theme parks. If you got any more that I can make, put it down in the comments. We'll see what we can do. It's nice to be back making YouTube videos. I don't know how long this is going to last, okay, so don't judge me here. We'll be back soon, hopefully. I do also have a airsoft channel coming up soon. I'm going to be heavily focusing on this. It's going to be very professionally made. All the links to it will be down in the description, so please have a look at that whenever you can. And that's all I've got to say. I love you and leave you. May the force be with you. Hakuna Matata. Peace out.